Tomorrow is yesterday, original Star Trek. My reviews continue. We're still on season 1. If you've been following along, thank you so much. If you're new and just seeing this, please go back and check out my other reviews. I'm doing every single one of them. Love original Star Trek. It is the best Star Trek, but I still love the other Star Treks, the real ones, everything up to including the end of Enterprise. After that, when JJ took over, that's not real Star Trek to me. So we're talking about all of these original episodes. We're going to use my space system. So story, pacing, artistry, characters, enjoyment. Each category gets a score between 0 and 2. 2 is the best that you can get. So if I give a 0, it's bad. If I give a 1, it's good. If I give a 2, it's amazing. That's how it works. For the storyline of this one, I'm going to give it a 1.5. Time travel. We've seen these before. We know there's time travel in Star Trek. They're always really fun, aren't they? It's tough to give them a 2 because you always feel like, wow, they're just going to reset everything anyways. So that's the only downfall of these time travel ones. You're like, well, I know nothing's going to really matter. They get trapped in the past, so in modern time for them, and there's an astronaut or like a fighter pilot. He sees the Enterprise. They beam him because they try to tractor beam him, and his craft just can't withstand it. So they're like, well, we just destroyed this guy's thing. So they beam him aboard. Now he's stuck there. They can't send him back because he knows too much. However, his son is going to be someone important, so they got to get him back. If not, the Terminator's going to come, and then Sarah Connor's going to get killed, and then that's it, right? So that's the storyline. I'm not giving it a full score because, look, you know it's all going to work out, and you know everything's going to be in its place by the end. Whereas other stories, you're not really sure, right? Like if you go back to any of these other Star Trek stories, you're kind of like, well, I don't know how this is going to end exactly. Like, I mean, you know, Kirk's going to live, but right. But I really like this story. I think it's a lot of fun. This is just like a fun, going back and, even when they get that security guard guy, he's just like, what the hell's happening here? He's like literally frozen. He's frozen in the transport. He's like, I don't know. And they're like, oh, we got another one up here. What are we gonna do with this guy? He's like, well, keep him in. Don't let him see anything. Keep him in the transport room. They're like, yeah, I don't think that's gonna be a problem. For the pacing, I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 2 for the pacing. I thought it was pretty good. Like, I wasn't bored. There's enough to do. They got to get the tapes back. So look, it's all the same contrived stuff. We know all that they recorded us, so we got to get the tapes back. Kirk's gonna get captured. They're gonna interrogate him and all this. We'll get to the characters. I know this might, I don't know where this stands for the Trekkers out there. Like, is this one of the ones that people like or they not like? But look, it's fun. It's a fun one. We've had a few serious ones at this point already. What I like about Star Trek in general is that every so often you can throw in a couple of just fun ones just to have a good time. It doesn't always have to be a super big, deep thought or whatever, right? It could just be a fun episode. For the artistry, I'll just give it a 1. I liked it. It's fine. Everything looks okay. I am watching the upgraded versions on Blu-ray, which I'm okay with. It's offices and stuff, so really nothing. There's a couple of shots like with the aircraft and everything, and it's okay. But whatever. It's fine. Everything's fine. The music's okay as usual. It's just that there wasn't anything really that visually exciting going on. They're not on another planet or something. It's just offices, right? For the characters, I'm actually going to give it a 2 out of 2 for the characters because obviously the Star Trek characters, Kirk, Spock, whatever, they're all awesome. I liked that pilot guy. He's just like, look, I just want to get home. I don't care about all this. And then they're like, well, yeah, but we can't send you. So then he's a little bit like, well, screw that. I'm going to get home. And then once they find out that they had to send him, he's like, well, I want to be involved in this. I know the layouts. So I liked all that. So he's like an extra guy. The other guys at the base who are trying to extract information from Kirk, I mean, they're like, tell us what's going on, So they were okay too. Really, all of this classic Star Trek, unless something really happens, it's all of these scores are always going to get 1.5 minimum because the crew is always awesome. It's usually just the guest appearance characters or the extra characters that are in question. And in this instance, I really like this guy. I thought he was pretty good. For the enjoyment factor, yeah, I'm going to give it a 1.5. I mean, I like this episode. I'm not super dying over it, like that I need to watch it like every second. And I'm going to say this is the, I'm sorry, what did I say, 1.5? Yeah, 1.5. Yeah, I like this episode. I'm not super dying over it. It's not like, oh my God, without this episode, I'm going to die here or whatever. So I'm giving it a grand total of 8. 3, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, what am I at? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm at 8. 8 out of 10 for this one. I really liked it. It's a cool episode. It's not anything that I'm super majorly dying over, but still pretty fun. So there you go. If you want more in-depth reviews, please check out Clobberin Times. He's my partner in crime on Earth B and also on my Legion streams and my Fantastic Four streams. He and his team every Saturday night, so Saturday Night Star Trek, they've been going through all of these reviews. It's awesome. So check that out. If you like my space system, please like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. That's it, everybody. Until next time.